I have Alex Hammerstone here with me, MLW World Heavyweight Champion. A big week ahead for MLW. Super fight coming up in Philly, MLW Underground. How are you doing today?
Like you said, we have a very busy week coming up. I have a lot of things to take care of before I fly out for this weekend, but I'm doing well, thank you.
A lot of questions to get to. I'll start with a big one. How'd you get your start in wrestling?
Um, I trained to wrestle.
I don't know if you would remember that from the last time, but I was bullshitting with you. So, okay, I was not
I,
serious. Anybody not going along with it?
that's why my answer was equally not as serious.
Just in case anybody is not in on it. It was a joke. No, but honestly, super fight. You're coming back to Philly February 4th. Uh, there's a lot to look forward to on this show. There's a dumpster match. Microman's in a dumpster match. You got Davey Richards versus Leo Rush. Willie Mack against John Hennigan. Ricky Shane Page against one called Manders in a hardcore match, but you're headlining the show. It's the first singles match with you and Jacob Fatu. It's the first one-on-one singles match since the title versus title match that you guys had. I believe it was like a year and a half ago.
Yes, sir.
Um, how you feeling going into this one? That had a lot of build up behind it. It felt in many ways like the MLW fans sort of willed the office into making that match. How does it feel sort of revisiting that and not going right back to it?
I mean, we've had our encounter since then. We were in the War Chamber match together. We had a triple threat, a couple months after that. But yeah, the singles match is something that not only fans have been wanting, but I think Jacob has been wanting, and me myself, I've been wanting. It's been a very busy year and a half so far as the champion. I've had some very big defenses, but I don't know if I've ever had a challenger that's brought me what Jacob Fatu brings me in the ring. So it's very exciting for myself and for the fans because like you said, that was a match that a lot of people wanted. It was almost like the MLW fans willed it into happening, and I don't think anybody was let down by it. So now it's just a matter of living up to the hype and hopefully taking it up a notch.
Yeah, I think the only thing coming out of that match was you were a little banged up afterwards, but other than that, I think everybody was pretty happy overall with at least what was shown on TV.
Yeah, yeah. I walked away with some scars from that one, but I went on. I went on. I did not quit, and I lived to fight another day.
And the interesting thing, you mentioned you guys have shared the ring a few times since then. Each one of those matches has been different. There was the War Chamber match, there was the three-way, and then I think it was a four-way. That was PCW Ultra, but still not giving away that rematch, that one-on-one singles rematch. So especially in today's pro wrestling world where fans sort of want instant gratification and things move so quick, how valuable do you think it is to put this much time in between the first match and now going back to it?
Well, I mean, I think it's great because it gave both of us an opportunity to grow as wrestlers. If we fired off a rematch a week after the initial title fight, what are you really going to get besides us, countering a couple moves differently? But you give us a year to evolve and to step our game up and to change and to grow. And anybody who knows professional wrestling knows a good professional wrestler from year to year changes significantly. So I can say, speaking for myself, I have changed significantly in the last year. And just in the last couple months, knowing that this fight was around the corner, I've really stepped some things up. And I feel I've never felt more ready for a match than I do for this weekend.
All right, that's February 4th. That will air in the future, but if you want to check it out live in Philadelphia, you can go get tickets at MLW.com. I mentioned a couple of the matches on the card, but moving forward, 3 days after that, the big premiere, MLW Underground is coming to Reels.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
I think kind of a surprise because everybody, at least I was used to watching Fusion on Thursdays. That was the destination for MLW content each week. Now you have a second show that's coming out. And I thought it was interesting because I just read a quote from Court Bauer where he said, quoted some 41 in a way, and he said it was all killer, no filler. So uh, what's your knowledge of what Underground is going to be like?
Um, I'm just waiting to see. Court's really good at always introducing some new elements and almost like, a kind of overarching thematic presence, to certain different eras of MLW. Um, there was eras where it felt very, very like MMA grounded, and then there was, the Cesar Duran entrance where we kind of came, there was more this cinematic dark element to things, and moving forward with Underground. I'm still kind of waiting to see what that's going to develop, what that's going to flourish into, and how it's going to get its legs underneath it. But I have no doubt, like Course said, that'll be all killer, no filler.
Yeah, that'll be fun to follow because I know in the past MLW had a show called MLW Underground, but this is going to be a different vehicle. Your title defense against EJ Nduka is going to be headlining the first episode, so that also you have something to look forward to. That match was already taped, so if you were there, you know what happens. But if you haven't seen it, it's a big time world championship match that you can look forward to. Tuesday, February 7th. Uh, what can fans look forward to for that match? Since uh, you know you are in that match. I don't want to go too far, but you're in that match.
Yeah, not giving anything away, but I mean, it's one that people were very curious about. People were clamoring for. You introduce a character such as EJ Nduka, big, strong, powerhouse guy. That's kind of the role, the shoes I've been filling for a couple years now. So you got to have a curiosity of what would happen if. And now we have those two titans clashing. And then you introduce the fact that it's a last man standings match, which means anything goes. There's going to be some bells and some whistles. And by bells and whistles, I mean chairs and tables. I mean, there's going to be some violence, and it's going to be a good main event.
Uh, I wouldn't say he was your friend. I think he was maybe an ally, but between him and Richard Holiday, maybe you need to bring your bring your circle in, make it a little smaller. People keep coming for you.
Yeah, I think the saving grace is that I don't have any friends left at the company, which probably means I'm gonna run. I probably need to start making some more friends if I'm gonna have future title matches. Is that right?
Yeah. So okay, on that note, who would you consider a friend that maybe you should extend the olive branch to on the MLW roster right now?
You know what, Microman? Let's be friends. You could jump me and challenge me anytime, and I'll punch you back into the audience.
He is kind of friendly. He had the micromobile. He likes to share his candy.
Yeah, he's a
He
nice little
might
fellow.
he might be onto something. Uh,
That's
the last time we talked, I believe you said you were trying to put a band together for a music project. How has that been going for you?
I have band practice tomorrow night.
Nice. All right, so you got a band.
We don't have a drummer yet. That's been a bit hard. But hopefully we round out that fourth member here pretty soon. And hey, you never know, we might be playing a show near you.
Is that something that you would maybe consider doing as a, what you're say you're in whatever city MLW's in? Would you ever take like gigs and, you know, sort of map it around
There,
that, or is it too early to say that?
yeah, I think it's a little early to say that, and there's so many moving parts that would have to line up to make that stuff happen. Right now, it's definitely just a side interest that I'm very much enjoying.
All right, sounds good. Thanks very much for your time today. As I mentioned, MLW Super Fight, February 4th. That content will air at a future date. MLW Underground on February 7th on Reels. You can check that out. There's a lot going on. The world of MLW never stops, I believe, was the slogan. So certainly a lot going on with you in the ring and outside of the ring. Uh, anything else you want to promote before we get out of here? Anything you got going on?
I think you nailed it. We got a lot of stuff coming up with MLW Underground. We got our live shows. Keep an eye on the calendar. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Alex Hammerstone, and I'll be posting everything up to date with myself and with MLW. There's going to be a lot, so you never want to miss a thing.
Yeah, two shows a week, live events, lots going on. So Alex is still the champ, hopefully for a long time. First test is this weekend, but thanks for your time again. Best of luck, continued success, man.
All right, thank you. Take care, brother.